should be live. Yeah, we're live. Second, start playing. Just moving some windows around. Okay, so who wants to do a recap?
We did a radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically all that happened.
We found out that Orpheus has the Death Note eyes.
Yeah.
Yep, he's got the
Oh,
Shinigami eyes.
Oh yeah.
Morpheus hasn't told it with any of you. It's just...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you also have a
He's
giant...
had a whole chat with his patron.
Yeah. And it was really awkward.
We had a conversation about writing an op-ed about peeing, I think.
You know what, maybe I should be doing the recap.
Yeah.
Oh my...
It was even more awkward when she discovered that she couldn't actually send him out of the dream like the dream
Yeah.
state, so they just had to sit there and talk for like 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, Orpheus, in private DMs, one-on-one, Orpheus had a conversation with his patron because she sent him from his state of dreaming to, like, talking with him. And she realized, oh wait, I don't know how to stop this. So they just had to sit there for like 5 hours just chatting.
Amazing. He woke up naturally.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you guys started a radio show again. You scrounged for garbage at the dump.
We found the magic conch.
Why did I do that?
We also found
What?
we also found a life-size replica of
Captain
God, what was his
McDougal.
name? Captain McDougal, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And he's there he is, right there, stationed just outside the Pretzel Lodge.
Is he even on the map?
He's waiting next to the guards.
Yeah,
Where it says Captain.
Captain.
No, I said, is Gigi even on the map?
Oh, where's Gigi?
Oh yeah, since we're basically done recapping, when you guys wake up in the morning, you'll notice that Gigi is not there.
Huh.
Oh no!
Oh no! She's been killed! Ah!
Gigi said! Gigi said!
So,
Probably nobody will notice until Jack is like in the gym and notices she's not there.
bright and wonderful sunshiny day, what do y'all do?
I guess Orpheus just gets downstairs, his usual routine.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
if Jack doesn't see Gigi in the gym, I think he's gonna go and check on her out in the garden.
Okay. Do you go to the garden? Nope, you don't see Gigi. You do see Big Bellis just munching on the leaves.
Hey Bellis, have you seen Gigi anywhere?
Does not respond.
Are
Yeah, I
you trying
haven't
to
either.
talk to the giant snake?
Yeah, I haven't either. Let me know if you see her, okay?
Oh, yes, you can.
It wasn't like doing any sort of response with the hissing, it was just more hissing in a neutral way.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
I think he's gonna go to the kitchen then and see what's happening.
Let's see.
Good morning, Jack.
Hey, have you guys seen Gigi anywhere?
Decker
Not today,
materializes.
no.
No.
Decker materializes.
She's not in her room.
No.
No. She didn't wake up. She wasn't downstairs to do her morning workout.
I didn't hear anything coming from her room since we're next door neighbors.
Oh, and if right, your next door neighbors. Do perception check retroactively, Barry.
Sure.
You know the walls.
They're, I don't know.
Just,
A natural 15, that's 20.
20. Okay, so I mean, you probably could understand why or what, because you're probably just busy just trying to get to sleep. But you did hear what probably sounded like a door opening last night, as if Gigi had left.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Gigi left last night for something.
Last night? Wait,
Yeah, I heard the door open.
wait a second. That's the case. I don't have that. Never mind.
So Bill is not
No,
there.
yes, I do.
You also disappeared for a little while and then just came back, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, it's kind of just what happens here, I guess. Decker says.
I think we're all adults.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to have everyone together for a quick meeting.
I mean, I'm sure she'll be back, and as Decker says that, you hear what sounds like a familiar motorcycle that has always been there and we never forgot about, pulling into the driveway, the parking lot, rather.
Definitely never forgot.
Definitely never forgot.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That's
Use
what
something
that-
more often.
Yeah. And, yeah. In the parking lot is Gigi and Rosemary. And Bill's not there, he
Oh,
just
yeah.
disappeared from existence.
Bye, Bill.
Bye, Bill.
Bill's not here. He's at work.
Oh no, that means we're gonna get into a fight, aren't we?
Where's
Rosemary.
Gigi? He can't be missing for the meeting. Where's Bill? Ah, who cares?
Wait, yeah! Wait a minute!
Yeah.
You guys are jerks!
I guess
be
Jack was
fair-
the-
To be fair, Bill is like barely involved in this plot because he's going to work every time there's a
Killing.
plot point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta make that money.
Yeah.
As communist as he is, we still live in a capitalist society. He must still receive money.
He's the
He must still
breadwinner
receive-
of this family.
He must still receive payment for
breadwinner.
goods and services.
Yeet! Gigi
they
just
are.
keeps flinging herself across the room.
Across the parking lot. There we go.
Before you head in, Gigi, Rosemary speaks to you. I'm gonna head back to work. It was nice spending time with you.
Are you sure? Alright then.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not really good with large crowds. I just
could have dropped you off at the diner.
I was just wanting to. You know, that makes more sense actually. I was just. Well, it's closer from here to there than from my home to there, so it's no big deal.
I think she was just like, I just wanted to spend a little bit of extra time with you or something. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know.
It was nice spending time with you last night.
Do I overhear this?
I mean, they're not trying to be quiet, so sure.
I'm pretty sure anyone
How
with
far away
ears
is
can
Dinah?
hear that.
Like 5-10 minute drive.
And it is not within 500.
No.
Never mind.
Okay.
Wow, wonderful.
See you again sometime.
See you, Rosie.
And thus she heads out. And disappears!
She vanishes into the
Oh,
evening.
I thought Gigi was gonna give her a ride.
She did.
No,
She here.
it's just that she could have given her a ride to the diner instead of just bringing her here for Rosalie to leave.
Yeah.
She just wanted to spend more time with you.
Yeah. Gigi looks very perky today.
Yeah, very perky, more so than usual.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
Have a nice night.
You bet.
Decker just sort of looks at you quizzically but shrugs it off.
Bill went to work today, right?
Yeah.
Well, this really can't wait until tonight, so I'll give him a rundown of it later. Anyway, I
Just call him later during his break.
I needed to talk to you guys about something. I think we need to like reassess what our goals are.
Goals? What do you
Like-
mean?
Like, I think it'd be easier if we just talk someplace less conspicuous. So, like, did we set up the soundproofing in the office yet?
Yeah, Lucky did it earlier.
Okay. Alright, let's head to Decker's office then.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Before you guys do, Cream says and shouts from the door, "Hey guys! Hey guys!
Hey,
hello,
Cream.
Cream.
I've made something for you guys because I know you guys. I heard you guys were gonna be busy, and I thought I'd make something for you guys."
It's wonderful of you.
They go over and just place a bowl of popcorn on the table there. I don't. It's just not my business out there. I don't think, because you say not to go there. So I made this for you guys. You can just have it while you chat or whatever you guys are doing.
You know what? I feel like it's a very good idea. Keep,
Thank you.
It's a recipe I found from a friend. It's called pepcorn. It's got like a little pep to
I'm
it.
gonna fucking.
It's like a spice. Who left?
What's left?
Apple, coward! Apple, you coward! Apple, you coward!
God fucking damn it!
It's like a spicy popcorn. It's got a bit of pep to it. I think you guys would like it.
This pepcorn is really good.
Thank you.
Who'd you get the recipe from? I'm
Just
curious.
a friend from school.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
And I'm gonna just mess around in the kitchen. You guys have fun. Sorry, locks off. The timekeeper starts munching on some of the pepcorn.
Jack picks up the bowl, timekeeper and all, and
Yeah.
takes it with him.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, you open the door, it's not locked this time, and as you enter, you'll notice that it is, in fact, soundproof with the stuff you bought.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hello, Lucky.
Right.
Morning, Lucky.
You know, perhaps we should consider getting like a round table or something.
I think we're. Oh.
Are you guys gonna be doing stuff with the tapes, or...?
1 second. 1 momentary second.
Okay. The timekeeper speaks up. This tastes delicious.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Okay, why don't you guys go and watch the tapes? I have to leave for like 10 minutes. I'll be back soon.
You want to watch the tapes too?
We can
Well,
pause.
No, Jack is staying. Just like Blue is leaving for a bit.
We can pause if you need to.
I'll be back. Don't worry.
Okay.
Keep the game going.
Okay. Lucky speaks up. If you're gonna be looking at the tapes, I'm gonna go out and take a smoke. I don't feel like watching it this time.
That's fair.
I'm just.
She gets up, starts caning herself out. Etc.
Going off of the
Just
going
goes
off the
through the
track
wall
record,
again.
it's likely something fucked up.
Just dies out the window.
That's the intent, baby!
Hey, is Scott here? He just left.
So I haven't seen any of the other tapes that you've alluded to. What was on those?
Snuff.
No.
Murders. Not really snuff.
Interesting.
Yes,
I
just
mean,
security footage. I don't know.
It's the death of people.
Yeah,
What the definition is, huh?
I suppose. I don't really
I mean,
deal with
we-
snuff that
I
much.
mean-
I don't know much about it.
I mean, you could literally consider the tape a snuff film.
In a way.
You're really talking about like a sister like this?
Decker doesn't seem to mind.
I
think
mean,
that's the weird part here.
he looks like he minds. Like he's just trying to remain calm.
I mean, sorry. But going off the literal definition,
Yes, we. It's just.
yeah.
You just
I mean,
like does
you know,
just like
let's
to
just-
just zip your mouth. Like you just like the like. Okay. Let me get my notes up because I wrote down what happens in these tapes this time because it's way more than the other tapes. Spoiler alert.
Oh boy.
And let me also get the music going.
Ah,
Just adding it to the side tube. Okay, so you guys go to check out the tapes, the file system for the tapes, and you notice that this time, instead of just one being unlocked, it's actually two.
Huh.
ooh.
You know what that could mean?
So one is just marked kill followed by a number, and one is marked what's also marked kill, but the number is way higher than you would expect. Like you don't think it's like, given the reports you've heard, you don't think it's the right number. You don't like, you think there's not been nearly that many victims at this point. So which one do you guys open up first?
Yes,
Let's do the kill one
number.
first.
They both are. It's just one seems to stick out because the number doesn't seem to be right. There's one where the number seems to be like within the general boundaries of how many victims you think there've been, and then one that seems like way higher than it should be.
Let's do the lower number first.
Okay. So you start that video up, and as per usual, it is of the shadowy figure that you can't really comprehend, and they're just they're approaching someone. It doesn't seem to be someone you know, nor does it seem to be a relative of anyone you know, and just like stabbing them repeatedly as they try and protest. And
What race of person?
what race? Probably a bird person of sorts, like female bird person. They don't really seem to be someone you know or relate to someone you know, as I said. And after the person has sufficiently been like taken out, been killed. The mysterious figure, and it's hard to like understand what they're doing, obviously given the distortion, but it seems like they are like reaching for a lighter and taking a smoke, and also turning their, you assume they're turning their face to where the camera is, as if they're looking towards the camera. And like the previous tapes you've seen before, it just sort of ends.
Huh.
Bizarre. It's really weird just having footage of people dying, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Well, if it gets us one step closer to finding out who's behind it all. And Decker starts up the other tape. Okay. It seems to be a bit different from the tapes you've noticed so far, you've watched so far. Instead of the mysterious figure pursuing a victim and taking them out with, like, stabbing them, it appears to be some very shady looking clinic of sorts. You're not really sure where it is. Jack, can you roll perception for me?
Blue's not here.
I will keep that in mind for when Blue gets back then. Well, I can just roll it for them, but I'd rather just let them roll it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's of the mysterious figure, not the masked figure. You don't know if they're masked or not, given the magic surrounding them. Sitting, like, what is the term called? Like the patient's room, I guess? You know, like when you're in there waiting for the doctor to come.
The waiting room?
Waiting room?
No, like when you're already in there, like when you get a checkup.
Hospital room?
I guess. You know what I want, right? Like after the waiting room, you go in there, you wait for the doctor to come see you.
Doctor office?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the patient room. Like how there's like multiple rooms for multiple patients. You just go in there and you wait for the doctor to come.
I'm just stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, no, okay. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Yeah, you see them and you see Mars, and it appears like they're having a bit of a one-sided conversation. I don't have a transcript of this, so I will just be more general with what they are saying. You don't...
So,
Sorry.
Mars is the patient?
No, Mars is there, sitting there. It appears the figure is the patient.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. I don't have it fully written out for how this conversation goes, so I will just explain more generally. Mars, it seems to be... Because you do have audio this time. It's not just... I'm pretty sure you also had audio the other times as well. I think I established that. But Mars is like saying to...
You're cutting out.
I am?
Not for me.
Oh, it might be me.
You're not sounding robotic right now, but yeah, I don't have multiple bars.
Ah.
I don't have one bar, rather.
I have full bars. What?
Weird.
Is anyone else experiencing this?
I'm not hearing anyone being a robot.
I'm not the robot. Apparently I'm cutting out on Abbo's end. Weird.
I guess someone cut Abo out. Life.
But, I'll wait until Abba gets back. So how is everybody?
Oh yeah. Doing okay.
That's good.
If it weren't for D&D, I probably would have no idea what day it is, honestly.
Hello?
I'm back.
Am I sounding better?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so it seems like it is Mars telling the person that they've been doing a good job so far, but also at the same time it's like a very backhanded compliment, like a manager to an employee telling them to keep up with doing this sort of thing, like as if they're like behind a quota or whatever. The mysterious figure just seems to be sitting there as if just waiting for the doctor to appear. They're not really like responding to Mars. You see after a little bit another Namro come in dressed in a doctor's coat. Yeah, doctor's coat. And they just go, they go over to try and examine the figure, basically saying like, oh, you sure have been busy lately. And just trying to do like a general examination. Mars briefly yells at the doctor for taking so long, and the doctor responds to the effect of, yeah, I had to deal with my sister. She's been real lousy lately. You know how it is with family and all. Mars responds that no, he doesn't, because he's the kind of stuck-up person who always has to have the last word. What a dick. The doctor looks confused at Mars, like, wait, don't you? Mars base goes in response, something to the effect of like, oh, I did, but like, she wasn't a Dragonborn, so I just ditched her. I don't remember what name I gave her. It's like Laura or something like that. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. And then just like after the two have a bit of a laugh together. Sorry, Abba's got a call. I don't know if I should wait for them for 1 second.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, I can take your time. We're nearly done this part. Oh, blue's alright.
Yeah.
I would be trying to do this more like of an actually depicting the conversation, but I feel incredibly awkward having myself talk between two or more characters. So forgive me for that.
If you ever need to, you could just get Cecil to do it.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I just figured this wouldn't take too long, so I didn't think to ask.
Yeah, like maybe the next tape has a longer conversation and you just make her do it.
I mean, this is the last tape we have.
No, I mean, he means after we take out War Rose.
Yeah. Or like, Butters or someone.
Sorry, I'm back.
Alright, welcome back. But yeah, where was I? Let me look. Yeah, the two basically have a laugh after Nimaru saying that he ditched his daughter because they weren't Dragonborn, and he afterwards Mars takes his leave and letting the doctor check up on the figure. Basically stressing to the person to remember to keep up with the quota of sorts. And the tape ends with the doctor telling the figure that I can't do a full examination when you've got gestures in front of them, that thing going on, right? And then the tape just ends there.
Jack?
Blue's still away.
No.
So we kind of gotta wait for them, which is a bit awkward, but what can you do?
Does Blue know what's on the tapes?
Blue, Jack wouldn't necessarily, but I was more making a perception to...
I mean, are we gonna have to repeat everything that happened to Blue once they get back?
Yeah, I could just summarize it probably, because I did want Blue to make a check when they came back. So it's a bit awkward for Blue to be gone right here.
Danganronpa has really nice atmospheric music.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've realized in making these soundtracks that is almost entirely Masafumi Takada and Shoji Meguro because of Danganronpa, No More Heroes, and Persona.
To be
I don't
fair,
understand why the V3 concept art is so much better than the in-game art.
Yeah. And you're saying, Rox?
to be fair, Shoji Meguro is a very talented composer.
Takata is too. He's one of my favorite composers. They're both They're both among my favorite composers.
And as much as I have problems with V3, the music is not one of them, really.
Hello. I'm
Hi.
back.
Welcome back.
So I'm gonna have to do a bit of a recap for you because there's some stuff that I wanted to actually make you do while watching.
Sorry.
Um,
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
the first tape basically just depicted another one of the victims, though this time the killer seemed to take a smoke while looking at the camera this time. And
Okay.
the second tape, instead of being of a killing, depicted the shadow figure sitting at some sort of dump of a clinic, and basically being chastised by Mars Namro for not killing as many people as he would like them to. And also, at some point during the tape, a doctor, Namro figure, came in apologizing for being late because they had to deal with their sister acting as if Mars could relate, but Mars said that he doesn't have any family because he had gotten rid of his daughter for not being Dragonborn. And let me see what else was it. Basically said to the killer that oh, you sure been busy lately, huh? That and also at the very end of the tape, insinuating they can't do a full checkup with the killer having gesturing towards them, that thing going on with them, and the tape ended there. I want you to roll a perception check, by the way.
Okay.
This seems... You don't know this place particularly, but it does seem familiar, as if it might be nearby to a place you've been before lately. Otherwise, you're not too sure. But yeah, that was the two tapes. Yeah?
It's Mars Lucky's father.
It seems very likely, yeah.
Okay.
Like I said yesterday, they just ditch any kids that aren't Dragonborn.
Okay. So... Okay, Blue knows where this clinic is.
You don't.
But
You do know yourself that it is potentially nearby a place you've been before in the last week or so.
Okay.
You just seem
Alright, never mind.
like sounds and maybe out the corner of the window. You just weren't sure. You just woken up, so you're not really processing it right now.
Okay, I thought that it was the... Okay, never mind.
It's not, but
Alright, never mind.
yeah, she didn't really know her father, given the whole circumstances. So she's been wanting to figure it out for a long while. And I guess, thanks to these tapes, we have a possible answer. So this would explain why she's been rather distraught lately.
What clinics are there nearby?
There's the Crow Swan Clinic that's fairly nearby. Blue, we'll make an intelligence check with advantage, I guess. I'm trying to throw a bone to you right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm glad I gave you advantage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter because you rolled a 17 first, but, after hearing the name, you it sort of jogs your memory. You sort of think like, right, and you sort of realize that like this clinic in the recording is not that clinic, but given you were just at that clinic before, you recognize that it seems to be relatively nearby. You were told by someone, I don't remember who. It was either, I think it was
Rosemary.
It was either Jackal or Rosemary. I think it was Jackal, actually, that the Namros have their own, like, back alley sort of clinic for their own dealings. And you figure that is probably the one on the tape.
Okay, so that doesn't give Jack any new information.
It's just that,
which is unfortunate.
It's just that you think it's probably nearby to the Crow Swan clinic.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Decker speaks up. You wanted to say something, right, Jack?
Right. Okay, so... Listen, I realize that we are working to try and get rid of a set of serial killers. The Nomros are indeed bad news. But I just want to make sure that all of us are on the same page with what I'm about to say next. We can't fall down that same path that they do. We can't be a gang. We can't be just committing acts of violence against people who probably don't even have anything to do with this. There is collateral, and I want to try and minimize that as much as possible. Are we... I don't know if we're agreeing on this, but, like, can we promise that whatever we do, we... Sorry?
I'm yelling at the captain down.
Oh, sorry. Can we promise that whatever we do, we don't end up becoming killers?
Yeah, I would rather not.
I would like that.
It would certainly be ideal.
Yes?
We need to agree on who deserves it.
Alright. How about this? If we can find out precisely who are the people who are locking the rest of the tapes behind their encryption magic, those are the ones that we can go after.
Also, sorry, some detail I forgot to mention. In the tape, the doctor person seemed to have the captain armband on them.
Okay.
It's just something I completely forgot to point out.
Alright, that's good.
Go on.
If we are 100% certain that they are the one who is encrypting the data, that is who we will target. Alright?
What about the captains?
Well, obviously, most of the captains are blocking the tapes.
I was about to say that...
There's not that many captains left at this point, given how many were taken out.
Yeah.
At least from what I remember.
I would assume that the people who are in charge of, actually encrypting the evidence are probably high-ranking officials within the Nomro clan. They have to be trusted in order to not let the secret slip. So, yes, I think it's a safe bet to say that the captains are the ones that we will try and take out.
I mean, we're not going to be doing collateral anyway. Unless you're gonna be stupid and start throwing fireballs at the captains.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to avoid. But not only that, people do have lives outside of their work. They have people that they care about and who care about them. If you can exercise whatever restraint that you have in order to find any sort of alternate means to get information out of them, then I would highly implore that. If not, then do what you have to do.
I won't pull any punches, but I won't execute
Thank you.
lower members of the numbers. I still believe this is a mistake.
I respect that, Giz.
Decker speaks up. Giz, if you don't mind me asking, I'm curious as to the reasoning for your hatred of the Namas. Like, yeah, we all know they're terrible, but it seems like you've got a bit of a personal thing against them, and I just think it'd be good to have things transparent.
I grew up in Tattertail. My parents... We lost everything. Numbers. And in the end, they died to them.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sir Giz.
Sorry to hear that.
Queen did nothing to protect us. The royal guards did nothing. The numbers are guilty.
That makes sense.
It does, yeah. Giz, this is highly personal for you, and I don't expect you to not take I don't expect you to not take these attacks against the Nomros personally, but I just want you to remember that there are people out there who would consider others family, even if they are what you would call a villain. I'm not asking you for restraint. I'm asking you for mindfulness. I think you're a good person, and your intentions are good. I'm just scared of what you might become if you were to leave this anger unchecked.
I don't want any more families. Stop causing.
Okay. That's fair. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I had to say, so.
Alright.
So, do we know where that clinic place is?
I know someone who might know for us.
Who would that be?
Who would that be? Because, like,
Let me look, because I know it's one or two characters, and I'm trying to remember which. Let me double check, because I have
Because I
logs.
thought it was Rosemary that told me.
I was pretty sure it was Jacko, but let me look, because we still have the logs, thankfully.
Maybe they both told me on the same occasion or something. I don't know.
1 second. Yeah, sorry, give me a moment real quick. I'm trying to remember so I don't mix things up with going to talk to someone.
Okay.
That'd be very awkward. I mean, I feel like either way, it would, given the nature of both characters, it would just be which one you think you would want to ask, I guess. Because I feel like both characters would have this knowledge, generally.
Alright, then. I think I'm gonna go pay a visit. I'm gonna go pay a visit to Speed in that case.
Mm-hmm. Are we coming with you, or are you just going on your own?
Nah, you can come with. It might seem weird having a huge crowd come around, but I'll have her lead us there.
Alright. I don't know where she is, so you lead the way, I guess, Jack.
Alright.
Are we all ready, by the way?
I guess, yeah.
Let's go.
Orpheus, you notice the timekeeper is still eating the pepcorn.
Alright.
Oh
She
no.
can eat if she wants.
She speaks up to you, Orpheus. When we get back, you should request that the snake make more of this.
Barry, I know it's strange not to see Bill's car there, but you don't have to stand and see empty lot.
Yeah, I was wondering why there was an empty spot here.
I should probably mark Orpheus's car.
Oh, Orpheus has a car?
I mean, yeah, it's an aquatic and land vehicle.
Right. Ooh, no! It's a noodle! I used the wrong tool. I meant to use this still. There.
There we go. Oh.
There you go.
It's not always there.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
oh,
always was
god
there.
damn it.
Yes, just like my motorcycle, which has been there the entire time because I never forgot about it.
You should ride that more often. It looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever need to go into the water.
Very aerodynamic, this square shape.
Aqua dynamic.
Aquadynamic!
There's
It's hydrodynamically
parts
designed.
here that can go into the water.
It's hydrodynamically designed. Anyway.
Hydrodynamic.
As Decker turns on the car, he speaks up. Where are we going, kid?
We're heading over to the. I have to look through our.
Green Grove.
Yeah, Green Grove. We're heading over to the Green Grove.
Oh, that dump of an apartment complex? Is that really where she lives?
Yeah.
Alright.
Apparently the rent's cheap over there, so.
Mm.
Who are we looking for?
The jackal woman that you've seen twice now.
Yeah.
It
Why?
seems very apparent that Jack has become friends with her, and that she also seems to have information, seems to know information of sorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you guys drive over to probably like 10-15 minutes to the Green Grove apartment complex. It is, it's just apartments, but it's a huge dump of a place. Like, it's in disrepair, but unlike the Pretzel Lodge Inn, it is still in business. Like, the sidewalk needs to be redone, etc., etc. There's just like some weeds growing. It's not a pretty sight. Alright, here we are. Let's go find this person, I guess.
Alright.
Lead the way, kid.
Okay. And we lead them to Green Grove.
I mean, you're already there. It's just leading to
Okay.
the room.
Oh. Alright. Jack leads them up to the apartment that Jackal is in.
Okay. Yeah, you go over to where one of the rooms, one of the apartments, or what is it called? Is it called an apartment for?
Yeah. It's just an apartment.
With the actual individual rooms, are they just called?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a group, like a building.
Because it's
full
an
of
apartment
apartments.
complex. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's an apartment building, but yes.
I've never lived in one, so I don't know. Yeah, you find the apartment that your friend Jackal has been living in. You knock on the door.
Yeah.
No answer.
1 sec.
Might want to try again, or
Okay.
are you doing it louder?
Yeah.
You hear in the inside. You can tell that she probably just woke up.
Oh, okay.
Same.
Funny
But-
enough, I feel like I've been awake for hours.
But yeah, after a little bit of rustling from behind the door opens up and you see the familiar eye-patched jackal lady that you've seen twice now for most of the party, and once now for one of you, and several times now for Jack. Hey, kiddo! Oh God, you've got company. What's this all about? You want to have a party or something?
No.
Hell yeah.
Well, where's I wanted to ask you something real quick.
Right. So I
You might-
don't have the place spruced up. It's the. It's same pick size always,
Well, we don't want to keep you. Well, actually, we might have to. Basically, we wanted to ask. We wanted to ask you about something.
Okay, just I guess come on in or whatever. She just
Okay.
goes back in, stretching. Do you want to follow her in?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack's following you.
You enter the room and you notice immediately that it's just a complete dump. There's some appliances, electricity, supply. I'm having a stroke out of character. Give me a moment.
Excuse me.
Holy crap! Electric appliances, for an oven, a fridge, that sort of thing. But there's also no sort of bed, just a mattress laid out on the floor. There's just constant wrappers everywhere for
I thought
fast
you had
food.
a futon or something.
Futon. Oh, yeah, probably a futon.
Yeah,
yeah.
like just a couch that pulls out into it.
Yeah. futon that's just extended out at the moment. There's just like wrappers for various like fast food and candy and empty ramen, instant ramen packages, and a lot of unopened instant ramen packages and energy drinks and candy. You can tell that she lives a cheap and unhealthy lifestyle.
Oh, she's a college student.
Yeah.
It's not clean. I don't usually expect company. Sorry.
One second.
Okay. Take your time, kiddo.
I use unseen servant and tell him to clean the place.
Hey, what are you doing?
Cleaning.
Okay.
This is just what he does. You're just gonna have to accept it.
Alright, thanks. I try not to lose anything. I don't want to lose my magazines or whatever.
I guess Giz can't stand living in an unkempt place.
Yeah, kind of strange I'm at the pretzel lodge.
Also strange that you keep drawing magic marker everywhere.
That was one time.
One time in which you were planning on sending a fireball upstairs.
You're gonna send it into my fucking room.
Yeah, it was only to kill Orpheus.
Decker looks to you, Giz.
What?
Just kiss already, God.
Wow, great.
Oh, he's not my type.
Jackal sits up. Man, they got an eccentric lot about you, kiddo. What do you need? As she's opening up one of the instant ramen packages, putting in like the flavor stuff and filling it with water to put in the microwave.
Alright, well, see, we need to figure out where the Nomro clinic is.
Oh, that dump of a place. Why do you need to figure that place out?
Because we might have a lead as to who might. Okay, so she doesn't know about the tapes, does she?
If you
What-
brought it up with her, then yes. Otherwise, no.
Okay, I don't think Jack has brought it up with her. I think we might have a lead as to someone who might lead to the bottom of this mystery.
Lead to a lead.
Yeah, a lead to a lead.
On a goose
basically.
chase, kiddo.
Not exactly.
It's the best that we've got right now. So
Okay. Right. Okay. Sorry. It's. You came at a bad time. I was having a good snooze, kiddo. I need to wake me up. Okay. You want to know where the Naro punks have their clinic, right?
yeah.
Okay. You know the clinic you found me at, the Crow Swan, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
Well, nearby there is like, I think it's like one of the alleys nearby. There's like a back door. Just go through there. It's like there's somewhere. I don't know. I think it's like. Oh god. One second. She gets an energy drink from the floor. Just. Okay. Yeah, there's like an abandoned mahjong or parlor nearby that's being used as a clinic. You could go in from the front if you just want to storm the place, or go in to the back if you just want to get to like the patients or something. I don't know why you're going there, to be quite honest, kiddo.
We can. We'll let you know once we storm the place.
It's a
Right.
walk-in clinic.
I mean, walking for the Namros.
He now looks like a Nomro.
There's also
Namro, wait, hold on, kiddo, you're lying to me? You're with the Namros?
It's an illusion.
Jack just sort of
Yes,
waves
a minute.
Jack just sort of waves the air in front of Giz's face, and it sort of warps to show off, like, Giz's purple skin
Get that we
underneath.
literally have a Mask of the Skies.
Yeah. So we can
That's true.
we can technically have 2 Nomros walking in.
Right. Okay. Just stay safe, kiddo. We're still doing all our training stuff, so you're still made of glass.
Yeah. No, I gotcha.
Hey,
I'm
Jack.
pretty good at staying stealthy, though.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
Can you do that to anyone? Make anyone look like they're a Namro?
Jack pulls out his mask and
It's like a beak mask, like a plague doctor sort of mask.
hold on. Let's try it. He goes over to Barry and puts it on him.
You have a bird beak mask on your face, Barry.
Wow.
Wait a second.
Do you try
You
and
said the Mask of the Skies.
do anything with it, or you just accept that it's on your face?
I'm probably just gonna take it off.
Alright.
I don't know
Jack's
how I
gonna-
feel about that. It's not convincing enough.
Jack's expression turns to one of confusion as he then takes the mask and then puts it on himself.
Yeah, you have the mask on your face. Are you gonna try and use it, or are you just gonna
Yeah.
wear it like Barry did? Because Barry didn't.
No, he's
understand.
gonna try and think about. He's gonna try and activate it. Think about like changing his race to Nomro.
Okay, yeah, it works.
Changing his race to Dragonborn.
I knew what
Sorry.
you meant. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, given you're actively trying to utilize the mask, it works perfectly fine, and you assume the appearance of a white dragonborn.
So you can't just put it on. You have to do something as well.
Right.
Just thinking about future ideas we could do is all.
Yeah.
So I could do that if I put the mask back on and actually used it properly, right?
Here, why don't you try it again? In that case.
Okay.
Yeah, he hands the mask back to Barry.
You hear Jackal opening up another energy drink.
So I put the mask on and I try to activate it so I turn into a dragonborn.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not something you're familiar with. You don't really use magical stuff that much yourself, aside from your personal belongings. But yeah, you can reasonably figure it out. It's a consumer grade magic item, so.
Just think really hard about being a Dragonborn.
Okay. I'm a dragonborn. I'm a dragonborn.
As you're saying that, it's your appearance just warps, like you know how like in Pokemon when you're evolving, you're complete white and then you shift into the thing. It's basically that. As you're saying that, you just fade to white and your form shifts to be that of a white dragonborn.
There you go.
Nice.
Right.
Magic is a weird thing, Jackal says.
It really is.
What I just use my knives and what.
Yeah, I mean, I have some magic ability, but I don't necessarily trust it all that much.
You don't trust your own magic.
I mean, I prefer to do non-magical things when possible.
Okay, fair enough.
Sometimes it's difficult, like in our encounter before, I felt like the only good option I had was to use some magic to fight back in self-defense.
I'm kind of good at both magic and melee.
So, is there anything else you wanted from me, kiddo? Because I've got to get to classes soon.
Yeah, no problem. We that's all we needed to know.
All right, have fun. Don't get yourself killed, kiddo.
All right, thanks.
See ya.
Mind that.
Fucking
What did he say?
Go find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
Jesus Christ. All right.
So I've got a bit of a theory, and feel free to say it's a bad theory if you think it is.
I assume you guys are
But-
outside right now, like heading back to the car.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
But if they were talking about a quota that needs to be filled, then wouldn't that mean that the people would only need to kill a certain number of people?
Well, presumably it's a certain number per month.
It's probably more of a
Or
minimum
police.
thing, yeah.
Yes, quotas.
Yeah. Well, as much as I don't trust my own magic, I do have a spell that I've practiced called Feign Death. And perhaps if you combine it with the mask, it could pretend to be one of the Namro's targets and in a battle and pretend to be killed by him. And then the Namro would think, I've killed that person. And then that would save the life of someone.
I mean, that would make sense, but at that point you need to figure out who the killer is targeting and pretend to be that victim. We don't really know too much
Well,
about that.
If
And at
we're
that
gonna
point, why wouldn't we just tell the victim?
Or just take out the killer.
the thing
That is
is,
true.
if we were, there is some nice theory to pull from that. If we're able to find out who is in the, like, what sort of quota they got and like who the targets end up being, then we might be able to get closer to find out who is actually doing all the killing. It would just be a matter. It would just be a matter of trying to get rid of whoever is on the docket. Yeah.
You should keep in mind the killer is at the top of this.
Yeah. I think there
If you have
might.
a quota, that means someone else is in charge.
Hmm.
I believe the killer is being blackmailed by the Nomros.
You think so?
Eh?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
Because, well, I had a talk with Rosemary, and I brought up the fact that we had the first tape, and Orpheus was able to watch it before any Nomros captain we knew had died. So, implying one had died before we had started investigating. And
Well, that was. I assume that was Maury.
no, Orpheus saw that tape, watched that tape before Maury died.
Yeah, that
Oh.
was before Molly.
And
That was the
so,
whole reason why she tried to kill us. Also, we should
So-
probably not talk about this outside. We should
I assume
probably-
at this point you would have gone into the car, it's fine.
Like
Okay.
we're driving down the street at this point.
Okay, that's fair.
Rosemary told me that there was actually a Nomro captain months ago that died, that was murdered in a similar fashion, and so they could have been linked to the tape. And in our discussions, we came to the conclusion, well, we believe it may be that the killer was trying to retrieve the tapes or something, and killed that captain together, but for whatever reason was unable to, and the other Nomros basically caught them and is using the other tapes as blackmail to get the killer to do what they want.
No, I did think about it. Like that third tape that we watched, it was talking about how Mars was reprimanding the killer. So
Yeah.
if that's the case, then
Oh, shit.
that theory does hold water. They're clearly working under the Nomros, and Mars isn't happy with their performance. So whoever the killer is, they definitely seem to be doing this under duress.
What a weird situation we're in.
Yeah. A lot of very interesting and well-made points.
Sorry, 1 second.
Okay. Apparently, it was in fact Rosemary who we asked, but regardless.
But I mean, also, I figured, given the nature of Jackal, Blue knows this, but Jackal's like doing her own investigation into the killing, so like
They
she would
both
probably
know this.
reasonably know about their clinic, the clinic. So it's
Yeah.
no big deal.
Regardless, we have the information that we need anyway.
So yeah, you after a bit of driving, you guys pull over to, I guess, like nearby the clinic, the Crow Swan Clinic, and the nearby closed down mahjong parlor that you were told about.
Mm-hmm.
Change the music.
So, what's our battle plan?
Kill them all!
No. Stop it.
I mean,
Stop it.
Shut up.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Sorry, I'm just changing the music while you guys trying to figure out what you guys want to do.
so do we want to go stealthy or just through the front?
I think to start we would have to go stealthy. Okay. Back to the tapes. Can we reasonably know what room of the clinic they were in?
Not unless we saw it from not unless we saw the actual room number.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm wondering.
Or like if we saw it had a window,
Okay.
something in it.
I mean, you're probably. I think, given the nature of Jack being able to try and loosely figure out that it was near this clinic, it would probably be like a window that you could figure out from there.
Okay. So
If you're just trying to directly go to the room that the figure was in.
Yeah. So, alright. Alright. I guess, try and go stealthy. See if you can, find the room number or any, doctors who happen to have a captain's armband.
Alright, who's going in?
Well,
Me?
yeah,
Two
all
people.
right. Yeah, 2 people can. Giz has minor illusion, and whoever wants to go in with the mask.
I guess I'll accompany Giz.
Okay.
Alright, I'll hand the mask to you.
Thank you.
All right. Stay safe, both of you, and try not to alert anyone that you're here. Just go in, get some information, and get out.
Yes.
The timekeeper speaks up to you, Orpheus. I will stay here if you are going to be infiltrating under a disguise. Just commune with me through your mind if you need my assistance.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. We'll all come in if you end up getting in trouble.
I'll send one of you guys a text message or something.
Texting
don't
doesn't
have text
exist. You could.
messages.
The timekeeper literally just said you could like telekinesis talk to
right,
her.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's no limit. You can just talk with the timekeeper, and
Yeah.
it'll come back to us.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So
I can also talk to the timekeeper.
I mean, if you have some form of telekinesis, then yes. Otherwise, the the communication is because of Orpheus and having a bond with them as their patron.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because, like, I don't think you can do that unless you expend a spell slot.
Isn't message a cantrip?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then again, there's also, like, a maximum range for it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where it would end up being, but alright.
120 feet.
I think it'd just be easier to have Orf relay it to the timekeeper. Just
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's good to have options.
it is. Anyway, try and stay together, and if anything happens, let us know.
Understood.
Okay, so you guys both disguise as Namros and try heading in then, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Let me turn the music a bit down so I can hear you guys a bit better. Okay, so you guys approach and enter the abandoned mahjong parlor that you have heard to be a current black clinic for the Namros. And as you approach, no, as you enter rather, there's like at the desk is a Namro woman, and like she seems to be a secretary of sorts or whatever. You know, like how like doctors places like have like, oh, are you making an appointment, that kind of stuff. And while you're in there, you also notice there's other Namros currently like waiting, I guess you can approximate. Some of them do seem familiar to you. None of them appear to be any sort of captains, but some of them do appear to be the goons you've traumatized. Like, one of the female ones just sort of like hunched in the fetal position, rocking back and forth. It's probably the one that witnessed you murder her best friend or whatever, whoever.
Her girlfriend.
Girlfriend, you know, I don't remember. The female Namro at the counter goes, yeah? What are you here for? You got an appointment?
Ah, I'm sorry. So sick.
Alright. What about you? Looks to Orpheus.
He's not good with doctors, so I'm accompanying him.
One of you roll persuasion with advantage. Just one of you.
Okay, hang on.
I have +5.
I think I also have +5. I have +6.
Ah.
She looks at both of you and just sighs. Alright, just find a seat. Tusks will be in shortly, I guess. Whenever he's busy, whenever he's not busy with the other one. Just find a seat.
Morpheus just kind of finds an empty spot and sits down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can tell like this place used to be a mahjong parlor, but it has been retrofitted very haphazardly into being a clinic. So there's like some chairs added in, but like the tables for playing mahjong are still there because they couldn't really figure out how to get them out, and you could probably reason they probably didn't want to damage them because you gotta have stuff to do, so they just left them there.
Iz leans on Orpheus's shoulder, acting really sick.
Morpheus just kind of awkwardly pats him on the back.
The secretary is just doing a crossword right now.
So you should probably send his unseen servant.
Yes. That's
Okay.
what has happened.
Right. So you try and send it out to look. Ooh! Oof! Sorry, I accidentally knocked over all my dice. It's
Oh
fine.
no.
So you send your servant out to try
Everyone
and
rolls advantage.
survey the room. The patient rooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know how to do, like, rolls for your servant. I guess we do, like, investigation or perception for your score. Because I don't know. I don't think the servant has a score.
Right. Okay.
I mean, you just see, like, sick Namros just sitting there waiting, you know, just getting examined and such. After a while, you do find, like, one being tended to by a doctor. You're not really sure if it's the one you're looking for, if there's just multiple doctors, but you get the idea that, like, they have, like, a dislocated arm and they're trying to, like, relocate it, and you hear, like, screaming, "Ah!"
Does the doctor have a captain armband?
Let me see. I'm just thinking, like, with that 8, I'm not sure if you would be able to notice that, because you're trying, but then again, given the nature of the servant, I feel like if it... Just roll perception, please. And I'll see from there. So I don't think you can screw this up. Now, okay. You don't really know, like, you're trying to be sneaky with your servants, so you're not really able to get a good angle, and you hear the screams, and it's like, maybe not only that, I just don't want to see an arm get snapped back into place.
My servant is a bit squeamish.
Your servant is squeamish, yes. The doctor walks out of the room after a brief bit, after, like, the pause of, after having to hear the screaming, and eventually comes into the main room. They have a mask obscuring their face, not necessarily a plague doctor mask, but, like, you know, like a face mask. He looks around, surveys just all of you and Orpheus and the other Namros, and speaks up. Who am I seeing again? I was not given a name. Sick person.
It's me, doctor.
Alright,
Please.
come on. Follow me.
Okay.
Now that you actually can, like, clearly see him, you do notice that he is the one with the armband.
Alright, I'll let Orpheus guide me there.
Jeez, you look pretty bad, dude.
This is fatal.
We'll see. Just come on, we're almost at the patient
I
room.
told him he shouldn't have.
What?
I told him he shouldn't have licked the fridge, but he did, and his tongue got stuck, and he got some weird gunk on it.
Oh dear. I keep telling you not
Gravy.
to lick things you don't understand, and yet people don't listen to me. Okay.
It looks
Okay.
so delicious. It was
Yes.
so delicious.
They always say that. They always say it's delicious, but every time. Okay, here, and gestures for you to go into the room.
We enter the room.
Okay, just sit there. You points to Orpheus. Just sit there, I guess. You're gonna be keeping the baby company.
Yes.
God, alright.
Okay, so wait, out of character, what did you say happened? You licked something, you were looking and tasting something you shouldn't have
He
been?
licked a fridge, and his tongue got stuck, like how your tongue gets
Somehow.
stuck on a light pole.
Yeah, when it's frozen, like
Yeah.
fridges
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
Now
like,
fridges freeze things.
It was a really shitty fridge.
Stainless
fridges
steel.
are cold.
And then we looked up some junk.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's some gunk in the fridge, I guess, on the cooling element, and I licked it, and my tongue got stuck.
And this only works because Namros are dumbasses.
Yeah.
Okay. You better not be lying to me, by the way, because, like, I know a lot of you people, a lot of us come in to just try and get, like, free lollipops. If you're lying, you're not gonna get a free lollipop. Just open your mouth and let me look.
Let me think about this.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Everyone else, aside from Orpheus, I would like perception checks for while you're just staying outside.
All of us that are waiting in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shouldn't have been to the DM. I don't know why that was. I got 18.
Well, I'm glad that we had this moment.
At 17.
I point towards the car. Be prepared to grab someone. Oh. Orpheus, my friend, come here.
What was the perception
Okay.
check for?
Sorry, I'm letting them vamp for a bit, then I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
I touch the doctor's face, and I take Orpheus's hand, and I dimension door out of there.
Why? Oh my!
Okay.
You're a fucking hostage now. Good job, Gibbs.
Oh my fucking god! All
It's a
right.
captain.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so where do you dimension
I
door
guess just-
into?
The car.
Okay, into the car.
Yes, into
Okay.
the car.
So, for the others, as you were having a stakeout, you noticed that... Sorry, you actually completely broke this encounter.
As Abo is.
And I actually do not have an out for this, I'm just gonna have to play it out regardless. For all you others,
Thanks,
aside
Abo.
from Orpheus and Giz, you noticed as you were having your stakeout that you didn't see her earlier, but you noticed Lucky is trying to like go to. She's like walking the sidewalk and like approaching the clinic, and you're like, huh, that's weird that she's here. But as you notice that, suddenly two white dragonborn that you know to be your friends immediately just teleport within the car you're in, as well as a third dragonborn that you recognize to have a captain armband.
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ.
Wait,
Doctor,
Yeah.
what's happening? What are you doing? This is not standard
the fuck
behavior.
What the? Oh, for crying out loud!
I think we have a captain, so, you know,
Decker, drive!
The captain tries to do like gestures as if they're about to prepare a spell, but immediately as they're about to do that, Decker just like just peels the car
I'm
out.
also a whole person.
Like, okay, sure. What did I make as their wisdom score? Also, what is your wisdom score? Oops, that broke.
15.
15 is a DC. Okay, let me look at my stats.
I cannot believe this fucking scheme works.
Okay, he's not able. You're not able to restrain him, but he is buckled from the car, just immediately peeling out, and is rattled from trying to do his gestures. Let me change the music because I feel like this is
So,
no longer
can the
Can the
appropriate.
strong people in this car pin him down, please?
Jack is gonna try and
Have
wrap
any
his
strong
arms around
people in
him,
this car?
stop him from moving anywhere.
Obvious. I thought you were good at combat.
Oh, for crying out loud! Jack is
More
gonna
of a
wrap all of it.
speedy type.
Jack's gonna wrap his arms around this Nomro and try and grapple him.
Okay.
And
I was-
Orpheus will just point one of his swords at the Nomro.
Okay, I don't remember. I always keep forgetting. I think it's athletics versus acrobatics or athletics. So you do
Well, see, the thing is,
grappling.
since
Or
I
you-
now have a level in monk, I can use acrobatics to do this.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
No, you're not able to do it.
Someone grab him!
Okay. Orpheus is going to try now.
Okay, go for it.
Gigi's gonna try help.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Unless you roll a nat 1, you're gonna be able to grab him.
Okay, so acrobatics.
Athletics, because you're not a monk.
Athletics, but with
Advantage.
advantage.
Yes. Okay, you're able to just hold him close. You're not preventing him from being able to cast any spells. Unhand me, you fools!
No!
He spits on you. I hope you die from your sickness, you cunt.
I snap
Oh,
my
you were
fingers
right,
and
by the
the
way.
illusion.
There is no sickness.
Motherfucker. Okay.
The only person who will be dying here is you, probably.
I do wish I got
Probably.
that lollipop though.
Listen, just
I'm not giving you a lollipop if you're going to be holding me hostage. You know that, right?
That's a shit.
And I'm not
We said
telling
we
you where
weren't
the
gonna be
lollipops
killing
are.
so many people.
You speak. What is that? Okay. Sure, sorry. I'm reeling from the fact that I made a battle map and now we don't have to use it anymore because it's no longer
yeah.
relevant. Okay. I can figure a way out of this. So yeah, you peel out to the inn and I don't have a token for him because I was not expecting you guys to immediately do this to me. So
Okay, Izzy, you weren't expecting Abo to fuck
I'm just
you
going to
over.
use Mori as a temp token. Just put her like upside down and put a male symbol and do a rope. Okay, sure. You guys.
Alright,
Alright,
we should probably
hostage
surround
until-
him.
okay. God.
Also, maybe we should not have done this outside the hotel where there are guards and also a cook.
Okay, yeah. Let's take him somewhere else.
Just shove him back in the trunk.
Let's
Why-
time
we
up.
didn't
Let's
drive-
time up.
We didn't drive back to the pretzel lodge, did we?
You did.
Okay, drive somewhere else.
Where?
Find,
Really?
find
How
someplace.
about that, like the forest where you taught me to shoot? You know, it's nice
Okay.
and secluded.
Okay.
I mean, or we can try to just polymorph him and take him in anyway.
If you want to try it.
Suspecting.
I
can
no.
minor illusion him as myself, and you can knock him out and just carry him in as though I'm like daftly drunk, and I can misty step my way inside.
Or you know, we could just
I-
we could just take him somewhere else.
I like
Such
Orpheus.
as
I like Orpheus's suggestion.
I already said
Let's-
a couple of days ago. Decker took me to a nice spot in the woods where he taught me how to shoot. It's secluded.
It's
yeah,
like a.
it's a great idea. I could have said it earlier.
Okay.
I bet
He
it's
did!
more
Literally
fucking
did.
cool.
He immediately said it. Okay.
Okay.
I know.
But yes,
that
that's a
was
good
that
idea.
was-
You immediately reverse and start heading out. Again, the Royal Guard, Reggie, and Bjorn look at you with confusion.
Hey, wait.
Reggie just sort of awkwardly waves back. Like, bye. Okay.
We forgot something, don't worry about it.
Imagine Reggie telling this to fucking Tori and then they stopped at the inn, and then they drove away.
Tori's gonna have a weird childhood.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start driving. Not like for some of you, this is stuff you're familiar with, but some of you, namely Giz, is stuff you're not familiar with. You start driving like outside the walls of the capital itself. 'Cause this is like a secluded place. So you're driving out of Tattertail Capital, and it's about like 30-minute drive, though probably a bit quicker because you're currently like rushing, trying not to get pulled over, but also trying to go as fast as can. And after a while driving, you eventually start going off-road, and after a bit of going off-road, you arrive at a forest in which Orpheus is familiar with and Decker is familiar with because they did some gun training there.
Alright, so, I guess we're just gonna surround him and beat him to death?
Just
Or
What
get
answers?
information?
I just realized something.
Yeah?
what's that?
We're about 20 years prior to Banmuna.
Yeah?
Tori's dad is right here.
Yeah?
This is a purple scrap tile.
Oh no.
Fucking hell.
Shut up!
That's all I wanted to say.
Shut up! Oh no!
There's probably more than one person.
20
Stay on topic.
20 years from... No, it's fine. It's fine. It's your 20 years from the Cataclysm, 40 years from Monmona.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, if you want to create Tori years early and just completely destroy canon, sure, go be it. So be it.
But I mean,
Who
this
is
is already
Tori's dad?
probably an alternate canon.
Reggie, the bird person at the front gate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We can get back to the topic.
There's probably more
Yeah,
than
just-
one purple scrap
It just,
tile.
that realization hit me like a steel truck.
God.
No, I don't.
Okay,
I get you.
so, what is the plan, Gizzard?
We're getting information, right?
Yeah, we should ask this guy questions before we kill him.
But we can't. God damn it.
If we kill him at all, I don't know if we should.
Well,
We can't let him know we're going to kill him before we torture him. Then he just won't talk at
oh
all.
no, he's in the trunk.
Yes. This is an Always Sunny episode right now.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Alright.
it's one heck of a way to break my encounter.
Let's just get him out of the truck.
If you do it, I guess.
Okay, so we're probably gonna want to surround him.
I assume he's tied up right now. You guys probably, or what?
Well, just in case he breaks
Very
free.
well tied up.
Very well tied up. Okay. Yeah, Giz is the one into BDSM, so.
I was gonna try and blind him.
Okay.
Oh!
Where's my notes? Notes. Constant saving throw. Where is it? Does a... What is your DC?
14.
14. It doesn't work. Sadly, you try and like spray like sap into his eyes or whatever. It doesn't particularly work.
Jesus Christ!
Would I be able to use...
I rolled a 17 against your 14.
I don't know what's happening, okay? I'm panicking.
Would I be able to use Charm Monster to try to get the guy to cooperate
No,
with us?
maybe post it.
I
Post the
mean,
discussion.
What? That's not...
He is a monster.
How do I
Roll
post
one.
description?
I'll do it for you. Hold on.
Gotta be
Okay.
kidding me. Alright.
Does anyone... no one has done the truth. God damn it.
If you did, you would completely break the campaign. Oh god.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you... I'm really
Oh,
glad
his
that you
dies, I
have...
know what I'm rolling up.
Yeah, great.
Same
I'm so
giant
glad
pork
that
sheep
you
berry.
know nothing about how a plot should be developed.
I am very glad that Mender and Blue didn't make their twin clerics.
I'm really glad about that too. I'm
You attempt
like,
to charm a creature you can see within range and must make a wisdom saving throw. Does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it's charmed by you until the spell ends, or you or your companions do anything to harm it. The charmed creature is friendly to you. When the spell ends, the creature it knows was charmed by you. Okay, so DC 16. And I have to beat that with advantage because you tied him up. It also fails.
This guy seems pretty resilient.
I may be frail, but I have been trained for situations like this. You're not going to be getting any information from me.
I don't know. I feel like you
Shut
will
up!
not. Jesus Christ.
Dexterity saved.
Wouldn't he have
Yeah,
the
you
advantage
splash him
if he's tied
10
up?
10
He's
damage.
tied up. Yeah.
Even if he was able to make the save, he would still have whiffed it, so 10 damage to him.
Maybe don't mouth off to the people who have you hostage.
Dead either way, so might as well have some fun before you kill me.
I'll be having lots of fun with you.
And you
If you
claim
won't
to be
die,
a
if you
good
tell us
guy.
where the lollipops are. I'm sorry, she didn't say.
not the what fucking.
Shut up!
Giz pulls out his harness in a very specific way.
What harness?
Giz tied him up.
Oh! Oh! I thought he...
Yeah.
I thought he put like a cod piece or something. I was like, what? Like a jockstrap. I was like, what? How's that gonna help?
God. Alright.
Oh, Rox, do me a big
Yes?
solid. What is the name of the song in Persona 5 that sounds similar to this when goofy stuff happens?
I'm gonna. 1 second, sorry.
I do not know.
Keep going, but 1 second.
Okay, because I would love to also just play it and have it... Okay.
Yeah, I'm not good with most of the tracks.
Yeah, well, it's a bit hard for me to search it, given it would show up on stream, me searching it, so... You do know our motto, yes? Namros never yield.
Right. Doing a whole lot of not yielding.
Yes, well,
Well,
just
that-
because we have a motto does not mean we are following it very well, given how stupid many of us are.
I mean,
That is
you
very
did fall for a lie I made up on the spot.
I figured a big and powerful mage like you would be able to see a minor illusion immediately.
And also, like, a Mask of Disguise.
Yes, this is true. This is very true. I guess you're right. Maybe I am one of the stupid ones, but much the same, I'm not a coward, unlike the goons at the lower levels. I'd rather die than give you people information.
Why?
Why would I side with the Blackthorns?
Oh, we're
We're
not.
not part of the Black Phones.
He is.
Yes, he is, but the rest of us aren't.
We're acting independent.
That's very convincing.
I'm acting of my own accord. As a separate party.
Given you people have been lying to me about us being Namros, I have no reason to believe that you are not lying about not being Blackthorn.
I mean, fair, but what other choice do you have?
How'd you defend serial?
Repeat that. How do you defend serial killers?
Why would you defend serial killings?
Yes. Yeah, okay. Because I believe the ignorance masses should be purged, and this killer has been acting to our benefit.
So outside of your control then.
I'm not Mars, so yes. Wait, why am I responding to you? I am a bigger idiot than I thought.
It's okay. We're all idiots sometimes.
Some more than others.
Especially you.
So, you dislike ignorant idiots, correct?
Yes.
And you admit your organization is made up of mostly ignorant idiots.
For the most part.
Why defend the Nomros?
Because I hope that one day that these lower idiots will be taken out by people like you, and I'll just leave us smart people. And then we can
But
breed
you
and cultivate.
But you're slowly seeing you're not as smart as you thought.
We all have our moments, as the bat said.
God.
This is not the direction I thought this would take. Holy crap.
What kind of information? Okay, what is worth risking your life for? That, like, you realize that death is just like the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
What could be worth dying for?
Power.
You won't.
Use its power if you're not alive to use it.
This is true, but Mars remains alive, and, you know, honestly, that's all that matters. He's smart. Smarter than you all. Smarter than me, apparently.
And yet we almost killed him.
And yet you did not.
Yeah, because he
So
ran
you're-
like a bitch. Not been living up to the Nomros never yield thing. He ran like a
So
coward.
your loyalty just lies with Mars then.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to
It's not much cowardice, more so a tactical retreat, I assume, for him.
Right. Tactical.
you seem to hold him in high regards then.
Mm-hmm.
Do you love him?
Perhaps.
Aww.
Oh.
Baby has feelings.
Okay.
He already has an arm piece, so I'm just waiting until she kicks the bucket, and then I will move in. And...
Oh, I'm sure he's chomping at the bit for you.
I'm gonna. Blue is going to go get a drink, and hopefully this interrogation will be over by then. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
I need to use the restroom. I'll be back.
Okay, I guess we're just calling a break then.
Okay.
I guess. Sorry.
Given... No, it's fine.
I'm really sorry about
No,
this.
it's fine.
I just realized that I'm just like dying right now.
I don't actually... Let me see if I got a forest that I could just use as a background. So I think I have a forest background I could use. Oh, that's a way more ominous forest than I remembered it being. No, I can't use that. That's probably from Curse of Strahd, actually. So, how you guys doing? How's your day been?
Press.
Sorry to hear. Glad we can at least spend time together.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
This sounds like you're trying to jack off right now.
No. Playing with Primrose.
Say that on stream.
So what are you doing, Laura?
Playing with Primrose.
Aww, Primrose. You're finally able to play with her?
She sort of going to my room, but like I'm playing with it just like around my door. Why won't you come in here? No, come back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I know, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to my cat. She's gone.
There, I just quickly made a forest for you, Lot.
Thank you.
And just upside down Mori as a temp thing.
Why do my instincts tell me this is the background for Pokemon?
Because it's from Viridian Forest, and I just didn't. Because I just wanted to find a forest I knew would fit the aesthetic without having to just search through countless D&D forest illustrations.
I'm glad I was able to call that.
Yeah, I was able to recognize it.
There you go. I mean, I gotta reward you guys for your cleverness, but like, I don't know what to do now. just figure it out, I guess, given they're tied up and can't do any magic. Well, I mean, I guess we could just continue while we wait for Blue if you guys want to try and figure out more ways to probe them into speaking too much.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Take your time.
God, I was not expecting this.
Me neither.
I mean, I'm glad I went with his. But Jesus Christ, I was not expecting just to fucking kidnap a person.
As soon as the doctor was like, open up, I was like, shit, he's gonna notice it's an illusion. What can I do? I could hold person. Dimension door!
the fucking PM to Izzy saying, "Hey, my illusion isn't flawless. You should probably do a check."
And by the time I had realized, yeah, I probably should be doing that. Oops, dimension door.
Also, minor illusion only lasts like a minute.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can cast it every 6 seconds. It's a cantrip.
You have to make the motions and stuff for it.
I mean, it's fine, Laura, it's fine.
Gisser just has a lot of fleece in his pockets.
It doesn't consume fleece.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
It
probably
just has
still
a
has
whole
a,
bunch of
he probably still has a lot of fleece in his pocket.
wrapped around.
He's a very fleecy boy.
Fuck up.
So I'm assuming you tied him up in a way that he can't, like, move his arms, right? Yeah.
I assume, yeah.
Okay.
And because of the BDSM not pulling it in a certain way is exciting.
Sometimes I
That's
wonder.
as clean as that description comes at.
Sometimes I wonder if this is allowed on Sister.
I mean, I feel like Critical Role has done worse.
I'm sure.
I don't think they had like.
Oh, Bill's not
full-on-
here. Oops.
Oh yeah, they had a trolls penis at some point. Before the campaign, but they've like talked about it.
I
Hmm.
think as long as you don't show it, it's fine-ish.
No, I'm sure. I'm just making
Not-
dumb jokes about how stupid this situation is.
Not that Twitch staff is exactly objective about this shit.
Even before Twitch staff is watching.
Hi, Pipe. Go back to watching Tim.
Hi, PubChamp.
YouTube.
Alright, Tim has like an actual Twitch staff member.
As a sub, yeah.
As
I'm glad the text says Namro Captain because it's using an older version of the token for Mori.
Oh, we can't see it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's still funny to me. This is back before Mori was Mori.
84 health.
Hey, don't look at the stream.
Don't put that stuff on the stream.
It's not even their health, it's Mori's health. Because like I said, I just copy pasted.
I just glanced over my Discord and that just happened to be there, okay?
Okay. Actually, yeah, why am I stupid? I just should be rejoining this as player because I have a DM copy on the other side. Well, it doesn't matter.
That's what I thought.
I'm smart, Laura. I'm smart.
As smart as this friggin' bitch.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Is,
Decker's here with us, right?
Yeah. He just looks rattled, like, oh, we're holding hostages now. That's okay.
I was thinking about how we were gonna do this, and I have an idea for what Jack can just. Oh right, Pokemon. Okay. Jack has an idea for how we are going to get information from him.
Well, he
What's
has
your
power.
idea, Jack?
I'm gonna wait until Orpheus gets back.
No, I'm here.
I was about to say, Orpheus just asked you, Jack.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was here before you.
Oh, whoops. You were muted on Discord, but
Yeah, I was muted because I was eating. I didn't want the
Okay,
crunch.
no problem. All right. Okay, so did I miss anything while I was gone? By the way.
No, we were waiting for you.
Okay. In that case, Jack realizes that, okay, he's gonna have to be the good cop here. So he's gonna step forward, and he's gonna be like, okay. So, what's your name? What's your name, buddy?
Tasks.
Alright. Listen, I know that, you know Mars, and, I know that, he can be a bit abrasive, and I know that, you admire him all the same, in spite of all that. But, do you really think he's worth dying for?
He saved my life, so it's my turn to save his by not giving you folks any information. So I don't know why you're not fully healed, Jack. You should be at this
I don't know
point.
why. Yeah, I don't know why Jack isn't fully healed. Whoops.
How did he save your life before?
Yeah, what happened?
Matter?
I was just curious, is all.
I have no desire to exchange small talk with you, Blackthorns. Okay. Can't say. That's a bad roll. Okay, he takes 6 down as you freeze his head.
Unspelled.
Maybe you should have aimed lower so you can still talk.
Yes.
It doesn't freeze the entire body part. It forms frost there, and it hurts.
It forms frost and it hurts. Alright. Alright, listen.
Really think I'm going to be giving you information when you repeatedly assault me?
Yeah, Giz, please hold off on that. Listen, I don't know what you see in Mars, but the way that I've seen him, he seems like the kind of person who wouldn't even think twice about someone being grateful to him for saving their life. He's used to using someone and then throwing them away once they're no longer useful to him. How do you know that he won't do something like that to you?
Persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Can I give him bardic inspiration?
I mean, I guess.
Okay. All right. What's the die roll?
Yeah, I gotta.
Obvious just plays a tune while we're interrogating.
The very tune playing right now.
Orpheus just kind of gives Jack finger guns, and it's a D8. So.
D8.
Okay. R1D8.
I don't care if he uses me. I would like that, actually. I just want to savor the time with him. As long as that lasts, however long or short that lasts, I just want to be his. Even if it means just being his tool.
Please give your. Can you just like love yourself, man?
Yeah, it's not a good mental state to be in.
Yeah. You deserve happiness with like you deserve happiness. You don't deserve to be used like that and to not feel appreciated for your efforts. Like, he saved your life at some point. Wouldn't you like to feel the appreciation from that? From like I realize that he saved your life, and you would like to repay him back in some way, but I don't think he would even notice. To him, you're just useful. I don't think there's anything more than that could actually happen.
What's he even asking me at this point? This is getting tedious.
This is all beside the point. We're not after Mars. We want the serial killer.
Listen, I'm getting to that. Okay. The point is, whatever you're trying to do to protect Mars, I don't think it's all that worth it. Your life Your life is worth something more than...
Sorry, one second.
Sorry, okay.
I got really scared because I heard my dad burp and I thought he was in the room right now, but no, he's just outside.
Oh my god.
Okay, continue.
Your life is worth more than you think it is. Whatever Mars has over you, it's not worth it.
If you think that, then can you say the same about my sister?
Your sister?
She's been missing lately. I'm suspecting foul play. Sure, given your repertoire wisely, you've run into her. Big woman, massive horns, often drunk.
What is her name?
Her name is Horns. You're really saying my life is more important than hers, given you've murdered her, I assume?
What makes you think Austin, huh?
The kid's reaction over there.
God damn it.
Jack has just walked over and he is smacking his head on a tray. It's like...
God damn it, Jack. Why are you so bad at this?
Holy crap, Jack's like feral! Is Jack gonna transform like Horns?
He's just clutching the tray and like he has his forehead pressed up against it.
For his own daughter.
Is this true? How did you know that, by the way?
Makes you think he gives a shit about
Oh, that's weird. I'm sorry, I'm getting deja vu right now. I don't know why.
Oh.
Okay. I do not care if he does not care about me. I care about him, and honestly, that's all that matters.
Would you rather receive love than hide in the shadow of enemies?
Do you really think I deserve love, given whose side I'm on?
What you deserve changes.
Shut up. I'm sorry, I'm just running in my head if I want to do this next thing.
Okay. No one is beyond redemption.
All people deserve to be loved, even you.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just contemplating what I should have him say next, because I feel like it's gonna be a big whopper. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Dad's knocking the door. Alright, so I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's your name, by the way? Looks to you, is
Circus.
Sir Gizzard. You seem familiar to me.
Swear.
I think I've seen people, reptiles similar to you. Similar facial structures, similar purple scales.
Ooh.
Don't let him roll you up, Giz.
I think I used
They're
them
all
for
up.
experiments.
I'm sure you've used a lot of people. Why let yourself be a
Oh god, she's like, the thing is like, out of character. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to figure this out.
Maybe he.
There's nothing better to do.
I'll PM this to you.
In a way, it does feel nice to receive attention, even if it is negative.
Look, you think you're protecting Mars by not telling us about the killer. But frankly, with all the captains, like, being killed off and stuff, if the killer is, like, the killer will probably be able to kill Mars themselves if we aren't able to stop the killer.
I mean, if they do that, then they'll be outed as the killer.
That is a good point, Gigi. You know why the captains are dying?
I assume because of you lot.
Do you know why, though?
The tapes, I presume.
What do you think we're looking for on those tapes?
The killer.
Yeah. What do you think we would do if we found the killer?
Take them out.
Would we need the tapes after that?
Nope.
Would we need Maz dead then?
No. Well, if... I'm not sure how this works particularly, but I believe all the tapes would be revealed only if the killer themselves attempts the life of Mars. At least that's what I've heard from
Right.
the others.
But
that
if we were
happens.
to find the killer, we would not need the information on those tapes.
This is true.
So we would not need Maz dead.
Yes. Oh. I see what you're getting at.
Tell us what we want to know about the killer, and we will have no use for Mars.
The thing
Really
is about
going out.
that is that you have me tied up. And what's to say that as soon as I tell you, you kill me? I have no reason to trust you, and you have no reason to trust me.
So you do care about yourself.
How? Okay.
I still care
I
about
have-
Mars. It's just simply that you very well, given your vendettas against the Namros, could still end up killing him regardless of what I do.
Wait. I have an idea. Here's how we can establish trust between one another. If I would assume that you have the power to encrypt one of the tapes. As a captain, you would be trusted with that sort of spell.
Hmm.
If you were to unencrypt the tape that you're supposed to be keeping track of, then we'll let you go.
That's all you have to do.
I know that this is really classified information, and you would get in big trouble if this were to get out to anyone else within the Nomura clan.
Big trouble is an understatement. I would be immediately killed if I were to do something like that.
What if we were to protect you then?
Yeah, we're in the middle of the woods here. No one's gonna hear you. And
Well, like we'd have to take him into the thing so that he can unencrypt it. And,
well, yeah,
yeah,
but
but he's holding a spell that encrypts the tapes. He's not like actually got the information to tell us.
yeah, but regardless, we'll at
Yeah.
least for me, and I think for Jack, and I think for everyone else as well. We promise we'll never tell anyone that you told us that information.
And if
I wave my hand and send a message to Jack. This man's dying.
this man is not dying.
He tortured my family. He's dying.
Kids, just hold on a second. We might get some useful information out of him.
I agree.
I also want to re-establish that you're wrong. We don't have a vendetta against the Nomaries. We have a vendetta against the captain. The Nomaries are against the killer, and the Nomaries that are in front get standing in front of that, which is why we're having to deal with Nomaries.
So you're saying that out loud because Giz and Jack
Yes.
are using spells?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
saying that out loud.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
can you
keep
repeat?
saying that out loud.
Can you repeat that real quick? You say you don't have a vendetta with Namros so much as the captains. You said.
No, sorry, I misspoke. We don't have a vendetta against the Nomaries. We have a vendetta against the killer, which the Nomaries are standing in front of, and that's why we keep having to deal with Nomaries. If we're able to just get to the killer, we won't have to deal with Nomaries. It'll all be over.
And Miles can go about his business.
Okay, so how is this going to work then? If you're going to try and let me unlock the information, how is this going to work?
We're gonna take you back to the Pretzel Lodge, and we're going to watch the tape. And if it is indeed unencrypted, like that you have, if you have been able to unencrypt it, then we'll let you go and we'll give you protection. We won't let Mars know about this.
GM, roll me a go to your sheet and hit the whisper to GM thing.
Okay.
GM, roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Okay, alright. Alright. There you go.
Oh, sorry, I have to look at the because I'm not on the right screen anymore.
Alright, there you go.
Very well. How is this going to work then? Are you going to untie me?
Well, we might as well. But we won't do it until we get back to the Pretzel Lodge. All right.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do?
All right. Let's go.
So you're, like, I guess, dumping him back into trunk then, or what?
No, we're letting him sit in an actual seat.
Still tied up.
Yes.
Okay. And... Okay, so you're all... The rest of you, you're all fine with this happening?
Yes.
I guess.
Giz is very tense.
Okay, so yeah, you keep him tied up, you put him in the seat, and you drive back to the inn. It is late afternoon, encroaching into evening by this point. Let me move.
Okay, so how are we gonna get the tied up Numro into the inn?
All right. Okay. What do we do?
Also,
What?
to further describe his appearance, again, you've been sitting here staring at him for probably a few hours now. He looks very sickly, not in the sense necessarily of, like, being sick, but more so looking sick, like, very pale, bags under his eyes. It just seems like he's a very tired person. He's just had to deal with a lot of stuff for a long time. And he's got
I got
a
an
face
idea.
mask covering his mouth.
All right.
Isn't that just Dimension Door?
Well, actually, yeah. Go ahead and use Dimension Door. If you have the spell slot for it.
Yeah, I would need to take a short rest.
Okay, how about this then? Jack is gonna he's gonna take the disguise mask, and he's gonna have the Nomro captain pretend to be a statue.
Is that how disguise self works?
If you can
It
disguise,
could.
like he could. My thing is
Make
like,
it look statuesque.
yeah, statuesque, of course.
Sure.
We're doing that so that
Is it like a second Captain McDougal thing then?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Precisely. That's exactly what we're doing.
I could also just minor illusion that.
Yeah. Just improve it.
Okay, sure. You keep the Namro captain, you keep Tusks tied up and make him look like a statue. Sure.
Okay. All right. Just stay quiet, and we'll get you inside. All right. Jack is okay. Anyone else that's going to help him? Jack is going to try and carry Tusks on his back. Please, someone else help him,
Yeah.
because Bill is not here.
Giz will help.
Orpheus is helping.
Okay, excellent.
Let me just, for the time being, do this. Presence character, none. Okay. You should be able to move him yourself.
All right,
Yeah.
excellent.
It's just a dummy token, so you do not have to worry about seeing anything you're not supposed to.
Okay.
As you approach, Reggie just looks confused, like, another one? You gonna be keeping it here?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got another one. This
We
one's
shall
gonna,
let
Factory shut down. There's just a whole...
this one's gonna be going in Decker's office.
I'm sorry, wait. Gigi and Giz, I don't know what either of you said just now.
I guess a factory shut down. There's just a whole pile of them in the junkyard.
We shall love our Captain McDougal.
Deception with advantage, anyone with the highest score.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I got a 1.
I got +6.
Wonderful.
Oh, deception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
deception.
have +6.
Well,
I have a 7, so.
check.
Oh, well, that
check
works.
everything.
Alright. You folks sure love your Captain McDougal. Have fun.
Alright, thank you.
Fish, 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 fish.
Have a
Alright.
good day.
Okay.
That's fish, 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 fish.
What is that supposed to be?
God,
Can't
alright.
take fish. The door shuts and it's painter.
You're trying too hard, Giz.
Thought it was funny.
Oh, I almost moved Chi-Chi because for some reason I was like, oh yeah, move the pink thing. Use it's a Decker, but I started moving the wrong. I started moving Chi-Chi
Alright.
by mistake.
Let's be serious right now, guys.
Yeah. Alright, Decker, lock the door real quick. I'm gonna I'm gonna untie Tusks. Alright, I untie Tusks.
Okay.
Orpheus is just gonna stand like guard by the door.
Alright.
Giz is watching for spells.
How much longer do you guys want to go for? Given it's currently 1 a.m. We can easily
can
put a pin
do-
in this if you want to continue it next week.
I want to keep going.
I
You
want
wanna
to
keep-
finish
see
this
the I want to see
whole-
the tape first of all.
I think it is implying she doesn't have the tape
Oh.
prepared.
I do have
Oh.
the tape. It's just more that I'm trying to improvise everything right now, and I feel
How
like
about-
my brain is not going as fast as I want it to be, so I'm just trying to
Would
figure
you
things
prefer
out.
if we just got into a combat encounter?
How about if we just look at the tape and then we can leave it on a cliffhanger then?
Ah,
I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
see what's on the tape first. Is that
Yes.
okay?
Give me a second, sorry. I'm trying to think stuff through right now, logistics and all that.
Okay.
Shuffling through papers, as it were. Okay. So he starts doing hand gestures himself, almost as if preparing a spell. And, like, you know, like, it's, yeah, he's doing hand gestures to try and prepare a spell. Do you want to do anything about it, or do you trust that he's trying to unlock the tape?
Jack is going to trust him.
Can I examine the hand gestures? See if I recognize them?
Arcana. You do not. It does not seem like anything you've seen before.
Okay.
You're not. You could figure that it's probably something in the vein of like technomancy, so it seems like it would probably be like the actual thing that he's trying to do.
Okay.
He just has his hand on his weapon, but it's not drawn. He's just getting prepared in case shit goes down.
After doing the gestures for a bit, you notice on the sorry, 1 second. You notice on the screen the tapes, the two tapes again are unlocked.
All right.
So,
And right as that happens, sorry, I'm trying to do something really quick.
Okay.
Right as that happens, you immediately notice, Tusks begin to clutch his chest as if something is immediately beginning to overtake him.
Oh,
Oh,
oh shit.
Tusk, are you okay?
Spell magic.
Let's see. Ability check using spell. Do the ability check, please.
Weird that I didn't roll it. Okay.
Okay, 15.
15. He starts foaming at the mouth
Oh,
as if
shit.
he's about to be like taken out, almost as if, well, he sort of speaks out in anguish as like best he can. Bastard, lied to me. Oh, son of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Fucking die, you son of a!
Someone help him!
It looks less like he's going
Wrap
to.
my hands around his neck and burn.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
roll damage.
Yeah, I did. Oh,
You did?
okay.
I didn't show up.
There.
I would say quickly make an insight check as he's like keeling over on the ground. After blasting with a firebolt, it seems less like he is trying to like activate some sort of inherent power or whatever, and more so given what he was able to choke out, that he was under the assumption that the spell would just simply unlock the tapes, but he's realizing more so that there is an added
Oh yeah, I
effect to it.
got it.
Yeah, and you get like he's really not trying to. I mean, and yeah, I figured that you
Oh,
figured
no.
at this point, but I'm just saying
Giz
for the.
understands that.
No, I know. I'm just saying
just
for the
want-
rest
Why would you
of the
ever-
party.
Giz wants to be the one to murder this fucker.
Okay,
Why? He's dying anyway!
he's still
Or
standing,
desperately
suffocating,
That
try to heal.
foaming on the ground. Do you heal for 26?
I believe.
Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna counteract whatever fucking cyanide spell.
I mean, he's still dying at the moment. He's not. It's not. You didn't. Were able to. You were not able to counteract the spell, but you were able to. You're able to try and extend his life while you're trying to figure out what's going on. I guess. Jack, you should just like try and like
I can
wipe
do
the
that one
foam
more
from his
time, by the
mouth.
way. Oh, I can cast plenty of healing, but I only have one more third level spell slot.
You should just try and like wipe the foam from his mouth, thinking like, maybe that'll help. I don't know. I've never.
Someone help him, please!
can I retry to spell magic?
Yes. It's 15 plus 7. Okay, so yeah, despite all odds, you're able to prevent the remainder of the cyanide from kicking in. He just lays there panting heavily on the ground,
And
looking
choose
terrified.
another one just to be safe.
Okay.
Okay. That's something to note. You alright, buddy? You need another healing?
We'll be fine, I believe. I'm not dying anymore.
Let me know if you need like a good berry or something.
It's fine.
Okay, we need to check the tape real quick. Has it been unlocked yet?
The tape was unlocked like right before he started seizing.
Is it still unlocked now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that we know that that will happen. So okay. Clearly, this is some kind
Boyfriend's
of.
cool if you die.
That bastard lied to me. He told me and the others that this spell would just simply unlock the tapes if we needed to do it for emergencies or whatever, but instead it was this.
Of course
Yeah.
he lied to you.
That's kind of fucked up.
This is the kind of person he is.
I see that. I see that.
I'm so sorry that you almost died because of us tusks. But I'm really glad that you're still alive.
As am I.
He takes off the face mask because of, like so much like moisture hitting it from foaming at the mouth, and well, you probably took it off in the panic given your medicine attempt, but
Yeah.
you do notice that sort of like an orc or whatever, he has like elongated tusks coming from like on his lower lip going up. Probably hence the name tusks and horns. You can tell their parents probably did not love them.
That makes sense. We should get him to bed. He needs to rest this off. We can watch the tape later.
Decker speaks up. It doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon, so...
Yeah.
And given the nature of the spell, we can probably assume that even if they have track of these tapes, they'll think he's dead.
Yeah, I don't think they accounted for forced healing magic plus the spell magic.
All right. Let's bring him upstairs and get him to bed then.
Do we want to disguise him first?
We can just...
There.
I could just get a bedroll, and we can just leave him here and just keep watching him.
All right. That's fine.
Decker goes out to the nearest... Well, actually, I would say Decker probably would just go to like one of the closets in this office. I don't have the inn up right now. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. Switch to player view so I can't action with Decker. Yeah, he probably just moves to one of the closets and pulls out a bedroll. Yeah, I've always kept a few of these in here just in case emergencies and all the like, so... Here, and I'll just lay this out over here. Just get him over here.
Alright.
Over here.
Alright. Orpheus, you keep watch over tusks. I gotta talk to Decker real quick.
You hear a knocking at the door, by the way.
Oh. Alright.
Oops, don't ping that. Ignore that ping.
Okay. Yeah, Jack's gonna go and open it.
You see it's Reggie and... Hey, is everything alright?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I couldn't really hear much given the soundproofing out here, but I thought I heard something going on in here.
No, everything's fine. What's up?
I'm asking you that, given the sounds, just checking in, make sure everything's fine.
Yeah, I dropped the statue. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's all fine now.
Okay.
Nothing got scratched up.
Right. So it's not broken?
Nope, not broken.
Okay, that's good.
Everything's good.
Enjoy your McDougal.
Alright, thanks.
Mhm.
Thanks, Reggie.
Yeah. And it just goes back.
Jack just quickly shuts the door again. Oh, okay. That's one Whew. That's one issue down. Okay, Decker.
Yeah. Yes. Also, I don't know why it says stream paused. It's Go Live is very broken, but it's just we're wrapping up. It's just one last song anyway. I can just put it
Yeah,
in I can just put it in voice text, and you can listen to it there.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so you remember back when we were at the clinic, at the Nomro clinic? I don't know if you happened to see this because Tusk's got
About Lucky,
yeah.
right? I was wondering. I didn't see her here earlier. I guess she tried taking matters into her hands. I'll go and try and get her. Make sure she's fine.
Do you need any help with that?
I'll be fine. I'll just.
Jack just sort of furrows his brow with worry.
I mean, if you want to come with me, you can. But you know, with everything going on, you might want to stay here and make sure he's fine.
Jack looks
It's
over
up to you,
Tusks
though.
and, Jack does look over to Tusks and back to Decker, and he just
If you want to get your mind, he whispers to you. If you want to get your mind off this stuff, then yeah, you can come with me.
all right, yeah, I'll come with.
Okay. And the two of you go out to back to where the clinic was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's about time. I think that's as good a time to end it off as any.
No!
What?
I'm really invested in killing Tusk right now.
No, not yet.
No? Giz, we're not gonna let you kill Tusk.
He murdered Giz's family! That's the one thing he
For all you
wants!
know,
What was all of that?
he
Like,
could have been fucking with you.
He could have been, but we haven't determined that yet.
and you'll never determine that if you actually kill him.
Killing him is not gonna bring your family back.
Oh
Not
my
gonna
god.
Change anything.
Listen,
Don't
just,
do this to me out of character.
In character.
I thought, yeah, I was like, we were going in character then.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Wouldn't we be
in that
thought?
case, Jack's not here, so go ahead.
So,
Absolutely no killing him, please.
You can't just turn around and go, "Hey, Giz, we're not killing him." When
yeah, I was going to say, you're kind of.
Okay.
It's a bit of metagaming because you didn't really. You're kind of just saying it apropos of nothing, given Giz did not say
Right.
anything.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I mean, also, Giz fucking... Okay, whatever. I mean, Giz also tried to...
I mean, yes, but they're still saying it, like, out of nowhere. So it just felt a bit, you know, like,
Right, sorry.
that's fine. So, what do you guys do?
Okay, so just gonna stand there and watch for a bit.
Yeah. Just gonna watch the videos.
Okay.
And do that.
Let me pull up. Sorry, let me just do strike through so I don't accidentally read the wrong stuff. Okay. So you watch the videos. The first tape is yet another one of these general ones of just a victim getting taken out by the shadowy figure. But quickly you notice that the figure is, as Gigi had said, a Namro of sorts, a Namro captain as the victim.
Huh.
Any discernible features of the Namor Captain?
It is not one you people have seen before. I mean, obviously, but it's also not one that seems to be related to any of the previous Namros you have seen before, except maybe like Mori. If you really like rack your head a bit, like maybe they could have been like a relative to Mori. You're not too sure. It could just be a generic, not quote generic Namro. And it is just, the first tape is just of them being killed.
Is Tusk passed out?
At this point, yes, he would have just fainted from, lost consciousness from like completely just like taken out by everything going on, being completely winded.
Okay.
And one more. There's...
You would figure that Orpheus, that doing so would probably bring him back to consciousness. He does not seem to be dying or in a pained state aside from the shock of...
In that case, I'm just gonna let him rest.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, okay, so you do watch the first tape, and it is, as I said, of a non-war captain being murdered, and I'm assuming you're going to be watching the second tape now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's, like before, another tape where the number is way too big to be reasonable, and... Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to think this through because for some reason I wrote this one way vaguer than I should have, and I'm trying to ration it out in my head to make sure I don't... just to balance the information I gave you properly. You can't really see anything with this tape. You can hear audio, however. You're not really sure why you can't really see anything this time. It seems to be different, like perhaps the... Like, you kind of get the idea that looking at... You're sort of like staring deeper into the video, trying to understand, like, why can't you see anything, and you notice that it is probably just the cap on the camera is on the lens, as if there was like, this was one that was more deliberately recorded instead of security footage, and it was just like the person who was recording it accidentally left the cap on, basically. But however, you can hear audio still, and what it seems to be some sort of torture, like sort of interrogation from Mars. You hear Mars like beating someone. You can't really make out. Like, you can't make out like who he's beating for obvious reasons because you can't see it. But yeah, it seems like he is like beating someone up. It seems like from what you hear, they might be like chained up, and you can quickly like piecing together like what he's saying, which I really should have written out. I'm sorry, but I'll just try and be general with like the key points I had in mind. You could figure that this was probably taken a little, and sometimes shortly, not shortly, but like relatively shortly after the death of the captain on the previous tape, and it seems like somehow, some way, Mars was able to find out the person who did it, and is currently like beating them up for taking out a captain. You hear a female voice, like a sort of a bubbly female voice, not one you recognize, but it's like, it seems to be of a woman, young adult to adult, cheering on Mars as he beats up the person. It's like a cheer squad sort of thing, which is like very uncomfortable given the whole fact that it's someone being beaten. Like, yeah, you go, Marcy. You can tell, given offhand remarks from Tusks, this might very well be the arm candy that he had mentioned in passing that Mars has. It's mostly what Mars is just saying to the person. They're not making any major hints that would suggest the identity of the person, mostly because he's more just cussing them out. Just like, this is what you get when you mess with the Namros, etc., etc. And, let me see. After a while of just hearing this going on and on, you hear a third voice. You hear of another female person. It's basically saying like, Mars, you need to check this out. And then you hear briefly like audio of what seems to be it seems familiar, almost as if it was the audio from you've heard before of a person screaming in horror and being stabbed. You can roll intelligence as if you want to try and try and think it through in your head. Let me ask you something in private, Lar.
I think the answer is no. That's what I'm thinking.
I can figure, but let me see.
Yeah,
I think out of the character I know what this is, but in character I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yes, it's too angry.
Okay. So the only person with the high roll is one of the people who would not know this, so I will try and figure out how to ration it out. You don't recognize it per se, but you can recognize, given the pattern, that is probably previous killings going on, as if the person who had pulled Mars aside had found previous footage of other killings, as if it was like security footage of a sort. You don't really recognize like if it's one you've seen before, but you do recognize that it is probably previous footage. And after that, there's a brief pause of silence, and Mars says to the person, alright then, let's cut a deal. If you work for me, we'll spare you. And
Where's Decker right now?
out with Jack,
Yeah.
because they're trying to check in on Lucky because they saw her trying to go to the clinic right around the time you.
Straight up. The first tape we saw, the one that unlocked before we killed Maury. That was a stab victim. It was Decker's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, see it for the tape, by the way.
The one that unlocked the first tape, it couldn't have been Decker's sister, because Decker's sister was on that tape. Decker's sister couldn't have locked that tape. Be on that tape when she was already dead.
What?
What?
I think I can follow Lars' logic, but I think this was before the tapes were encrypted.
It may be. Also might not.
What was Gizzard's point?
So in this tape, Mars is beating someone up, and then here's a video that, and then here's one is watching one of the videos, and in response to the videos, blackmails the person he's beating up into work. And the first video that was already unlocked before we killed any captains was the murder of Decker's sister.
Yeah.
And it was a stab murder.
Yes.
So it seems likely that this video you're watching was the murder of Decker's sister, and thus the person who was just blackmailed into working with them is Decker.
Why would
Why would he kill his sister?
Just watch the...
no? So Mars is blackmailing someone. Mars is blackmailing presumably the killer. Why would it be Decker? Why would Decker kill his own sister?
Also, why would he?
No, the blackmail is happening while they're watching the video. The video is already made.
The video is of the killer killing Decker's sister.
Yes. So the blackmail happened after the murder of Decker's sister.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, which means that the
The
person
person
being
being-
before the rest of the tape.
Boo, you're not in the room right now.
All right, sorry.
The person being blackmailed is presumably the killer. The video that they were shown that Mars saw was a previous murder done by the killer. Why would it be Decker?
I see what you're saying.
After some time of deliberating and watching the tapes, Jack, and Lucky eventually pull back in.
Okay.
And y'all probably head back into the inn.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna let Jack, and maybe Lucky see the video. They just crawl through the window.
It's for sake of expediency because we're getting a bit late and we're trying to just save time. Decker
I'm tired.
comes back in and goes, so what was on the tapes?
Killers
Well-
murdering captains.
It appears that someone killed a Nomro captain or
Mhm.
Nomro, presumably the killer, and then there's like a video where it's audio of Mars interrogating them, and then someone shows them the video of your sister being killed, presumably, and then Mars decides to blackmail whoever is being interrogated.
Interesting.
Okay.
You're
So-
probably gonna want to watch them yourself.
So if what I'm assuming is correct, they are definitely.
I'm gonna incite Decker's reactions to that.
He looks shocked. He doesn't really know how to feel about this. He's trying to put the pieces together as to like why, in terms of like time scale and all that.
Okay.
Jack is considering all of this. Okay, so obviously the murder of Decker's sister is something that is significant for the killer. It's something that Decker obviously isn't supposed to know about in particular. The reason that the tapes are encrypted and the identity of the killer is being obscured so badly is because Mars is trying to keep the killer blackmailed in order to stop Decker from finding out about who it is. So this clearly means that this is someone that is very significant in Decker's life.
Decker, do you have any other family?
or any friends that you might know about? Any acquaintances?
I have many friends. I don't particularly have any family other than Maria at this point, but I really doubt that she's capable of a murder.
Yeah, absolutely not.
What was the hippie's name?
Ricky.
Does Ricky smoke?
He looks like he's trying to think. I'm not sure. She's never done it around Maria, so if she does, it's been when she's not with me, so.
Okay. Well, considering that she must spend a lot of time with Maria, then I would assume that there isn't any chance for her to go and get a smoke. She's on the list, but we're not going to consider her a suspect just yet.
With your insight roll, Giz, that you definitely see that Decker seems worried, especially given, and for the safety of his daughter, given now there is mounting evidence that his secretary, among others, might be the killer.
Yeah.
We need to get Maria to safety. We got to make sure that she's someplace that people can protect her.
Decker takes out his phone and starts dialing numbers. Hello? Ricky? Can you come over here, please? I've decided on, with the circumstances, I want to... He sort of looks a bit lost as he's trying to figure out what he's trying to say.
I want to get Maria close.
I want to keep Maria close to me, but I also have business that I've been dealing with. So can you take her here to the inn, and I will just live here with her because I want to keep her safe, and I want to also deal with business. Please. Thank you. Okay. Goodbye. Hangs up.
Okay, this case has gotten infinitely more interesting and a whole lot more dangerous. I think I have a clearer picture of who this might happen to be, but I don't have any specific ideas just yet. The thing above all else, we have to get Maria here. We have to make sure that she's safe.
Mm. Decker looks like he's about to have a panic attack, honestly.
Jack is gonna walk around the desk and pat him on the back. Listen, Maria's gonna be alright. We're gonna make sure of it. Right, guys?
Of course.
Of course.
Okay.
If you want, we can wait outside and wait for Maria with you.
It's fine. I'll be fine.
Why don't you go meet her outside then?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a smoke and wait for outside.
Okay.
Okay. And he just heads out. Phases to go on.
Jack is gonna slump down in the chair and just rub the space like in between his eyes. You know, the one just above his nose.
Temple.
No, the bridge of his nose.
Bridge of his nose. Right. Yes, I see. Like Paul Justice, basically.
Yeah. He's doing it with the hand of his tentacle.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, this is a big problem.
I want to believe that if she is the killer, we could defeat her with numbers, but I don't know if even all of us can take her.
We don't even know if she's the one. We just have to make sure that whatever happens, Maria is kept out of this. So
She doesn't deserve to be caught up in criminal bullshit.
that's another thing. We should probably hold off on swearing in that case. This really is here. Oh, how's Tusks?
Before.
Yeah. How's Tusks, by the way?
Still unconscious, but stable.
He's unconscious, but he's stable.
Okay, good.
I almost considered giving him probably another healing spell, but decided I would just let him rest.
You can do it when he wakes up then. I guess we're just gonna wait until Maria gets here.
Lucky speaks up. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to think of what you would say. What happened at the clinic?
Gears and I went in. We found our target. He teleported us into the car, and then we drove away.
That's him right over there. He's okay. So what happened was apparently there's some sort of remote spell that's put on the Nomura captains if they were to ever willingly unencrypt the tapes, and it nearly killed Tusks. So
Right.
It would have had we not intervened.
he's just resting up right now.
Well, not quite sure what we should do then.
I think we're gonna have to give him protection too. Now that he knows that the
Speak to people on private.
let's wait until Maria gets here. I'm not gonna relax until she's here.
It's a very awkward and tense, like, half hour, but after a while,
Yeah, Jack is just pacing. Jack has gotten out of Decker's desk and is just pacing the floor at this point.
After a while, Maria and Ricky do end up arriving. I don't remember if I said there was windows in this office. I assume there would
I'm
be.
wondering.
I also assume there would be, but there's probably curtains.
Yeah, curtains. And if anyone is looking at the window, you do notice that, as the two are approaching, Ricky looks, concerned, given the urgency of the call, and Maria looks generally, like, confused, like, not really sure what's going on.
Okay, Maria's here. Just gotta say hi to her.
Let's try and keep positive. We don't need to let her pick up the general anxiety in the air.
You know what? That's a good idea. All right. Just let Decker handle this then.
Maria, being just a child, is easily distracted by the Captain McDougal statue.
Aw. Oh my god.
Decker says some stuff to Ricky, and Ricky, confused, just heads off back to her car. And just promptly drives away.
Oh, we're just letting Ricky leave. Okay.
We don't. Okay, listen. We don't know anything yet. She might not.
Yeah,
even
but we
be
could have asked questions.
Can ask Yeah. Like,
Hi, do you smoke?
hi. Do you? Apropos of nothing. Do you smoke? Like,
Step outside. Okay, he just steps outside,
Okay.
pack of cigarettes. He borrows from Lucky, lights
Oh my
one,
god.
and then offers one to Ricky.
Okay. She quickly, as they say that, she's like, I appreciate the gift, Branch, but, it's not really my sort of thing. I quit a while ago, and there's a little one over there. I would not want to do such bad habits around her.
Oh yeah? How long ago did you kick the habit?
Recently enough. I'm not really sure why you're asking.
You know, they say it's bad for you. I've been thinking about it. You know, they say that first couple weeks are the hardest. And I wanted to know what it was like.
It's very stressful. Relapses are rather common, but I'm trying to work that out for the sake of the little one over there. Have you been keeping hydrated, by the way?
Oh.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you wish to ask of me?
No.
Very well. I shall see you again another time, Branch. She looks a bit confused, but she heads off regardless.
I mean, as someone who used to smoke, that's a normal interaction.
Yeah. I guess this is more the confusion of just like how you just suddenly just walked up to her with a lit cigarette.
Like, they're outside, he steps outside for a smoke, lights one for himself, and then offers...
Okay, no, yeah, that makes way more sense, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm following now.
yeah.
Decker looks to you, opens his mouth for a bit as if he's about to tell you to not, not smoke in front of the kid, but he keeps his mouth shut because he realizes what you're trying to do.
I assume he just ushers Maria inside in that case.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, when she heads off, he control flings the cigarette out. And
Okay.
walks back inside.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did you start looking at Maria?
Probably a few months ago. Been busy with all the real estate stuff and trying to turn this thing into a profit. So,
Seems she smoked until that point.
right. Have to keep that in mind. I guess we can always try and ask Tusks whenever he's awake if he knows more of the captains. We could try and get more of the tapes out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go look after my daughter. Just don't do anything rash, please.
Right.
Right. He just sits over there and I guess starts reading a book to his daughter.
Okay. So, I assume Giz summarizes what just happened.
Yes.
Okay. You know, I feel like we should have like a whiteboard with like stuff we can tack in. You know, like for real, I feel like
No, I know.
conspiracy board.
But at the same time, cough cough, GG. Lar.
What?
Jay's like, hang on a minute, and
What? What's the matter?
oh wait, it doesn't make sense because I was thinking she would do this after
Oh,
meeting
yeah,
with the
okay.
Rosemary.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
So in the end, it actually didn't happen.
okay. Yeah, sorry, okay, out of characters because Laura made a conspiracy board and had said that GG was going to have canonically made it, but then given the time scale of everything that just went on, GG would not have time to have made it in universe. It's like Narmi.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, but a conspiracy board would be very useful.
Yeah, no, I get that. I was just trying to prod Lar because of the one that he already made.
Yeah. If we get like a board on this wall, like this wall, we could like pin pictures of people, like write names, just so we can keep everything straight.
There's
not
already...
put it in
Oh,
the
wha-
one opposite. Let's not put it opposite to the windows that are out here.
Okay, that's fair. We
Let's
can
put it on this wall.
There's already one on this wall. It is just a cork board that has just like family photos and the like.
Let's move this over to the west wall then.
Okay.
And we can move like the photos, you know, like on the desk or something.
We
Yeah.
should get frames for those actually.
I mean,
I'm
that
sure we can go
frames
out
can,
and buy them.
frames
That'd be
can
nice.
happen another time.
Yeah.
Let's just assume that we do that between sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you now have a conspiracy board to try and piece things together. So, what do you guys want to do, or is you want to just call it? Or what's the mindset right now?
God.
I wanted to talk to everybody about us, but us is here.
Well, I've been exhausted for like the past 2 hours.
Out of
So-
character, I assume.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you continue, I might head off.
I think we might.
Yeah, and this is one of our longest sessions yet, so we might just want to put a pin in it and just continue from there on, if
We
that's
can
fine with
do-
you, Abo.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that immediately once we. Let's do it immediately when we start next session.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, we'll just pick up immediately with our stuff. Okay. Okay, so yeah, as you all sit there tense, trying to process the information you've been given, that is where we leave off for the week. Oh boy.
Yeah, I guess I wanted to do some stuff in the night. So I wanted to finish up what was happening in the in-game day. But
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's just that it's really late for Tin, and I'd want him to just, like, be a part of this, so...
Yeah.
It would just, you could just, I guess, write it down so you don't forget or something.
I won't forget.
Okay. Okay. Well, thanks for being here, everybody.
Wow.
Thanks for watching. Oh, okay.
Okay. See you all next week.